This is a Heidi's Wednesday Wisdom. I'm sure it wouldn't surprise anyone that I am the Memoji whisperer. I'm very good at seeing someone and turning them into their equivalent Memoji on an Apple phone or their Bitmoji or whichever else. Because for a living, what I do is look at people and translate that. What might surprise you are the number of people, even in my field, who really don't see themselves. I have a number of friends who have recently sent me little thumbs up and such with their Memojis that look quite unflattering. They look old, they look dumpy or mannish, overall unattractive. It reminds me of that fantastic Dove girl power, girl confidence video where they did an experiment having two women, strangers, talk to each other. Then woman B described woman A to a forensic artist. Then woman A described herself to the forensic artist.
Beautiful person.
She had nice eyes. They lit up when she spoke and were very expressive.
The length of the nose, what is that like?
Short.
Short.
Yeah, cute nose.
Her face was fairly thin.
She had blue eyes, very nice blue eyes.
Okay. So here we go. So this is your self-described image. And then somebody else described you and I did this sketch.
I have this whole thing about having dark circles and crow's feet around my eyes, and that was not part of the sketch at all that the stranger did. The stranger's was a little more like gentle.
It's pretty different. Which is very strange. She looks closed off and fatter. She just looks kind of shut down. Sadder, too. The second one is more beautiful.
You think they're catching more of that from you?
Yeah. She looks more open and friendly and happy. I've come a long way in how I see myself, but I think I still have some way to go.
I have some work to do on myself.
Do you think you're more beautiful than you say?
Yeah.
When you looked at the results, the drawing based on the description by woman B of woman A looked very much like her, while the drawing based on the description of woman A of herself really was unflattering. What does that say about how we look at ourselves? I see it every day at work. People come in and point out their worst features. I see it on myself. I look in the mirror and I see my tear troughs, I see jowls, I see my turned down nose. Now, over my life, I've learned to like some of, more of my features than I did as a kid. As a kid, I walked around pushing my nose up until my mom told me that I better stop or I'd get a crease in my nose. But recently, when a friend who was doing filler on the rest of my face, beautifully, suggested putting filler in my nose to straighten it, I thought, I know she'd do a beautiful job, but this is my nose, this is my face, and my nose is one of the defining features on my face. So we passed on that part. I'm not saying it's wrong to fix anything that you don't like, but sometimes, and more than sometimes, often, we focus on what's wrong. As a cosmetic dermatologist, my job is to help people feel good when they look in the mirror. They need their inside to fit their outside. I can't change the inside, but I can change the outside. That means if you're feeling positive and energetic and youthful, I want, when you look in the mirror, that to be reflected. What I can't do is make you feel good about you. So what I recommend is that everyone look in the mirror every morning and say something positive about themselves. This really became important to me after another Dove event that the Women's Derm Society did along with Dove and the Girls Clubs of America several years ago. A blogger leading one session asked the girls to think about what they say to themselves when they look in the mirror first thing in the morning. She gave them a pause to think about it, and then said, how would you feel if somebody said that about your best friend? And there were a lot of oh sounds in the audience. Because truly, we say such mean things to ourselves about ourselves. The following day, I was driving to work and suddenly realized I had something similar playing in my head. Berating myself for, oh, I didn't get this done, or oh, I'm running late again, or oh, all of these things. That just sets us up to do worse the next day. Yes, we can always strive to do better, and we should. But start the day thinking something great about you, and the rest of the day will follow. And you know what? When you're making your Memoji or Bitmoji or any of those other emojis, think about what other people see when they see you. And darn it, it's a cartoon. Let it reflect the you want to be. That's ideas for this Wednesday Wisdom.